It's actually really, really cool. I just can't believe that's me. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Anthony here from Anthony Around Town, brought to you by the Hilton Garden Inn, the Garden Grill and Bar located in the Hilton Garden Inn, Elko's Relay for Life, and the place we're currently at right now, Iron Horse RV Resort. That's right, Iron Horse has been one of our fantastic sponsors for a long, long time. So we just kind of figured for today's video, we'd use their beautiful facilities as the backdrop for what we're about to do today. They have nightly cottages available, so if you're just in town for a couple of days, you can rent these by the night. Or if you think you and your family are going to be here for a couple months at a time, they have cottages available for that as well. So thank you, Iron Horse, for hosting us today. We're going to head into beautiful cabin 97 in just a minute because I am about to get my makeup done. Yeah, that's right, I just said that. Now, part of doing Anthony Around Town means going around and talking to some awesome people who do fantastic things. And these people who do all these cool things, sometimes they invite me to be a part of the action. I've ridden in hot air balloons with hot air balloon pilots. I've rode in sanitation trucks with sanitation workers, and I really feel like I was able to get the full experience of the work by doing those different things. So when I reached out to a local freelance makeup artist in town, talked a little bit, we're like, okay, maybe we should get together, maybe we should talk, maybe we should learn more about your story, who you are and what you're doing. Then I realized to fully appreciate what she does, I'm gonna have to put myself in the seat and get the full experience by having her give me a makeover on this face. Now listen, I've never had makeup applied to my face before. I've never had a makeover. I'm lucky if I can get out of the house with a shower some days. So I have no idea what to expect. I have no idea what to even do when I get in there. I think we're just gonna have to go in and figure it out together. So wish me luck. Let's head inside and meet our guest for today. All right, here we are with our resident makeup expert, Chloe Tetz. Chloe, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So, I'm sure we're gonna talk a lot more when we're actually sitting down doing the whole makeup process. But I just gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous because, as I told these guys, I've never had my makeup done before. So, I'm not really sure like what to expect or what this is gonna look like. What should I know before we actually get started?
Just don't be scared. That's all I can say. You know, it's tough, especially with someone who's never had makeup on their face.
Okay.
There's no way for me to prepare you for what it's going to be afterwards.
Oh gosh.
But it's going to be exciting, and you're going to love it.
Those lashes are crazy, but I like them. You're right, that lipstick does look good.
Why makeup? What's the big deal? Why do people, put so much time and effort into it? What does that do for a person? What's the big deal when it comes to makeup?
You know, it's very personal, I feel, to each person. Everyone has a different reason for it. You know, sometimes it's just about enhancing your natural beauty. Other times, like for me, I look at it as an art form. It's my way of being creative. I tried painting, not very good at it. I wish I could sculpt, can't do that either. And so this is the medium that I fell upon where I could really just get creative. And there's just something really boosting in your confidence about, putting something you love out there and having other people love it too.
Made me feel a little bit better. I'm not as nervous as I was a few seconds ago.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, not near as better as you'll feel afterwards.
Okay. So I feel like I'm at like a 6.5 now.
Okay. We'll check back in later.
I'll tell you guys what I am at the end. Just keep 6.5. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm going into. I'm doing my breasts. I think I'm ready.
Meanwhile, I'm already at 10.
Oh, of course you are.
So everything starts out with your skin.
Okay.
Makeup will not apply well if there's not the right skincare involved. So my first questions are always about What's your skin like? Is it more oily? Is it more dry? I mean, because I can make my own assumptions just looking at your skin, but I'm always curious to see what people think their skin is like.
I look for between oil and dry, probably oily.
Okay.
I eat a lot of popcorn and that has a lot of oil, so I feel like it seeps into my pores, if that's a thing.
Logic. What does your daily skincare routine look like?
Water and soap from my body wash and shampoo.
Cool.
It just gets on my face, and I just do like one of these.
Classic man products that are like 7 in 1.
Yeah, exactly. I have like, and it smells good, so I'm assuming my face is clean.
Okay.
But yeah,
Awesome.
I think that's pretty much it for me.
Fantastic. Well, I'm just gonna jump right into it.
She
We're
put
in
on
trouble.
moisturizer, and all it was moisturizer, and I thought it was the makeup. So I'm like, oh, we're almost done. She's like, no,
Not at
we
all.
haven't even started yet.
There's layers. It's like a makeup onion.
It's like when women, I guess women or men, do this, they have to go through all these steps like every day, every time they put on makeup.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a little different. I mean, if you're doing your makeup every day, chances are you already have your foundation color and you won't have to mix it custom every day. But there's also days that I do that. You know, there's some days where all of a sudden I've been outside and I've got a tan and I have to mix my own foundation. So not quite as tedious, I don't think, as everybody's routine, as my routine when I'm doing someone's makeup.
Sure.
But you know, if my routine was the same routine as someone doing their own makeup, they wouldn't need me.
No.
So.
True.
So right now is just, I'm mixing up a couple different foundations.
Okay.
Most everybody's skin is not just one shade.
Sure.
So I will use usually around 3 for each makeup application. There will be like a lighter shade, a shade that matches more of your all over complexion, and then a darker shade for more of like the contouring type of things. And then of course you've got concealer to brighten up like under eyes and things.
Of course.
You say of course like you actually know.
Yes, the classic concealer.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, the concealer.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about you? What's your story? How did you get into all this?
Me. So makeup it's just kind of something I fell into. I mean, it's something I've always really liked. But for me, I grew up in Austin, Texas. That's where I'm from. That's my hometown. And so around there, you know, my first job brought me in contact with beauty counters, you know, working in dealers, things like that. And so that is where I first got introduced to makeup and techniques and, you know, people doing other people's makeup. And I just loved it. Again, I've always been really into art, just not very good at it. So this was finally like, people were like, oh, you know, you're actually pretty good at that. Maybe you could do my makeup for this event or that event. And so it just kind of grew from there. I love it. And I think it's really important to have a job that you love and enjoy what you're doing every day. Because I know for me, my last job before I decided to go into makeup as like actually the career that I'm gonna do and not just on the side here and there. I was a bank manager for going on almost 7 years. And I loved it. I loved my job, don't get me wrong. I loved my employees. I loved everything about it. But it was one of those things where I was working, you know, 70, 80-hour weeks. And I just felt my social life slipping.
Sure.
Whereas, as strange as it is, me getting to do makeup, I make friends while I'm doing makeup.
Aww.
I'm telling you, like, I love it. I get to chat with people. I get to learn about, like, who they are, about the area. You know, especially being new to Elko.
Right. It feels good. I feel like I'm getting like a face massage right
Yeah.
now with this brush. So if anything, I'm going to be like, I'm stressed. I need to go get my makeup.
There you go. And then go out fishing for compliments.
Yes. This was my part I was most nervous about.
Really?
Because I've always
I'm
watched
shocked.
girls do this, and I always surprised they don't like poke themselves in the eye.
Well, this is your eyebrow, so if I get
Oh,
close
it's the
enough to your
eyebrow.
eye to poke you in the eye, we've got some serious problems.
What are we doing now?
Still on your eyes.
Still on the eye?
Yeah, still on your. It's the most important part, honestly. The
Because
windows to the stove.
yes, that's why they say that. So when it comes to your relationship with Elko, how long have you lived here? What's your overall thoughts of it?
I have lived here this time around just since about December is when I fully moved here. But a few years back, I was actually moved here with the credit union that I used to be a bank manager for to open up a branch here. And so I lived here for a couple years then. And I just really love it. Like I said, I'm originally from Austin, Texas, which is huge. It's a metropolis. It's gigantic. And so I'm really spoiled by the small town atmosphere.
Nice.
I love that it only takes me 5 minutes to get across town.
Gosh,
I love recognizing people when I'm out and about, and it's just, I don't know, it's just been really nice. This is my home now.
Good. So if you're watching this and you need to look as
Fabulous.
fabulous as I am hopefully looking.
Will be.
I'm sure. No, I'm sure.
You're on your way.
Then you just get a hold of Chloe. She'll take care of you. Let her know that Anthony Around Town sent you. And, well, you won't look as good as me, but you will look good. So far, wait, what did I start? I started out at 6.5. I think.
Yes.
I think I'm getting to a 7. I still
half a point.
I still feel like I just don't know what to do because
Yeah.
I'm like usually doing stuff and moving around and doing
Relax.
stuff, but like
That's all
now I
it
just
is.
sit and we're just relaxing and we're talking about hot gossip, talking about what's going on with the girls, you know. But that's really all that you can do. Getting my lips done. I don't know how much I should talk now. What color are we going with? Did we have it decided?
Oh, I'm getting there. Experimental.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, when we started talking about this video, my goal here is not to put you in drag. It's mainly just almost like a beauty makeup that I do on anybody.
There you go. We're getting ready to do the lashes.
Yes.
So I just got mascara.
Yes,
right?
so I put a little bit of mascara on your top lashes.
Okay.
Won't matter too much because we're going to put some fake ones on. Very exciting. And now we're going to do your lower lashes. So what I'll have you do is just kind of look up. And just keep your eyes like that.
Okay.
If you close them all the way or open them too soon, it could you could like stick to your eyes together,
Oh,
like
no.
to the lid. Just various things that we don't want to
Yeah, we
happen.
definitely don't want that.
All right.
Failed.
That's it.
Failed. I can't even follow basic instructions.
It's fine. Somehow I feel like they're still gonna stick.
Okay, good.
Against all odds.
I guess my...
Again, look down.
Okay.
The inner corner is always the part that doesn't really want to stay,
Mm.
but as long as you get them on right, it's perfect. All right, so just stay like that. We're gonna let them do their thing and dry for a bit.
So I was talking to Chloe a little bit about just like me like mentally like prepping for this whole thing, because a lot of it was just me, you know, in video production mode and making sure all the stuff to make this video happen was set, but part of it was me just like thinking about the fact that I'd be sitting in front of somebody with, you know, my full self exposed to them as they're working on it for a while, and just all of the insecurities that like come with being that like transparent with somebody when it comes to your face and your body and beauty and stuff like that. And so the last day or so, it's just been an interesting experience for me to kind of think through, okay, like what insecurities do I have about my face and my appearance and stuff like that, and what does that mean for me? For you, Chloe, when it comes to just the idea of people's insecurities and how they often work through that, the things that you notice, what's your kind of perspective on that whole thing?
You know, it's very, you know, insecurities are very rampant in the clients and everything that I have. And it's one of those things that, you know, it's just the life that we live in right now. I have people who don't want to come to their makeup appointment without their makeup on. It's that bad, the insecurities. And I think that's one of the main things that I really wish that my clients and just everybody in general knew, that what we have as examples, as far as, you know, the beauty gurus and, you know, the makeup Instagram stars and celebrities and everything else, that's just not what reality is. My job is to enhance your beauty, not turn you into a completely different person.
Nice.
Like even today, you're still gonna be Anthony, you'll just be extra fabulous.
There you go. We hope that you, the person watching this, just knows that it doesn't matter like what you look like, what your body type is, what have you, you're still fabulous. I know I'm gonna look extra fabulous after this, but I guarantee how you look right now is totally fine.
Yeah.
And awesome. So thank you for helping me get that out there. So with that, I feel like I just moved to an 8. Very empowering conversation.
Feeling it. Feeling it on the inside.
I'm an 8 right now. 6.5 up to an 8. So
I love it. Let's just keep
let's
jumping
keep
numbers.
going. I'm down. All right, it's time. The moment you've all been waiting for. The big reveal. After, 2 hours sitting in a chair, getting primed, getting blushed, getting poked and prodded, well, all the other stuff that I had to go through. It was all leading up to this. How do you feel it turned out?
It was beautiful.
Okay, that's what we're going for. In 3, 2, 1. What do you guys think?
Make sure to get the nice close, like roundy. Yes.
Should I model it both sides? And don't forget the lashes.
Yes.
I like
The
it a
highlight,
lot.
let it pop.
We started the video, I think I said 6.5 as far as
Yes.
I'm not really sure what's gonna go on type thing.
And then I moisturized your face when we got to a 7.
Moisturizing my face was honestly one of my favorite parts because it felt like I was at a spa and I was like, okay, makeup's not so bad. And then again, she's like, that's not makeup. That's not even anything right now. So then that's when I was like, okay, what are we doing? But then slowly through it, I got more and more comfortable, more and more confident in what was going on. I think that's just because I had such an awesome expert by my side the entire time,
Yes.
walking me through step by step what was going
Disclaimer
on.
for anyone who actually does hire me for an event, it does not take 2 hours.
Yes.
We just had a lot of fun banter
Yeah,
in
we just
between.
hung out.
Took a lot
It was
longer
just
than
a
it
little
should.
party. And then we finally got to the end. You see the result. So I'm here to tell you right now that I'm feeling out of 10. 10 out of 10. Confidence, glamour, all the stuff that you would assume comes out of an awesome makeover transformation. I'm feeling it right now. But as you said, it was just the beauty I had all along. She
It's
just
honestly,
brought
it really
out.
is credit to you. Our goal today was not drag. It was
Yeah.
not anything crazy. Your eyebrows are your eyebrows, just enhanced. Those aren't your lashes, but they
They're
could
not.
be.
They could be. Through the whole experience, I think what I'm going to take away is honestly just a real respect for, number one, the people who are on the other side of the chair for me, who are doing the makeup work, because it's just a real artistry that goes into it. So watching Chloe just figure out colors and figure out just different things she had to do on my face to make sure everything was lined up, it just made me gain a real appreciation for, again, the skill and the art that is makeup. So that's really cool. So yeah, you're really, really talented. And then for my side of the chair, again, we kind of already talked about it, but just all the thoughts that I've had leading up to this video about just insecurities and just what it would look like for me to sit and just be open and vulnerable with somebody like that for, like I said, usually it takes about an hour, but for us it was a couple of hours. It just really taught me a lot. Anything that you want to share about you, your work, or anything that you want to kind of get out there and promote before we wrap up right now?
Really the main thing was just a thank you to you. I told you, when we first met and had coffee, being that I'm originally from Austin, Texas,
Yeah.
I'm not an Elko native, seeing the posts that you make have really helped me get to know my community and my new neighbors. So I'm really quite honored to be a part of it. And yeah, I want everyone to have the experience that you've had, where it's not about changing everything about you, it's not making you into a new person, it's just enhancing all the beauty that you have and really just making you feel like a 10. That's what I want. That's what I want for people. And so anytime you reach out to me, I do everything that I possibly can to make sure everyone feels like a 10 when they leave.
Sweet. Well, thank you for joining us
Thank
today,
you so
Chloe.
much.
Really appreciate it.
I had so much fun.
Thank you all for joining me on this little experiment. I had a lot of fun, and I'm definitely glad I did it. It's always cool to get out and try new things and meet new people and see who exactly is doing all these cool things around town. So we're gonna keep trekking along and doing that every single week here at Anthony Around Town. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna hit subscribe at the bottom of this video so you can stay up to date on all the new content that comes out here through our YouTube channel, or just head over to our main page, anthonyaroundtown.com. We have new articles coming out there every single week. Big shout out again to Iron Horse RV Resort for letting us use one of their cottages for this video shoot. We really appreciate them. So if you're just looking for a sweet place to stay, or you have an RV or family members coming into town that has an RV, they're looking for a great place to park and camp and all those sorts of great things, make sure you check out Iron Horse RV Resort. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this week's video. Again, I'm Anthony Crosby, and until next time, see you around Elko.